All right, y'all. So you guys were asking about food ideas. Just gonna brush up on the topic of food ideas. What we're looking to be doing is you're gonna be, having that meal plan set up, and everybody's a little bit different. Everybody has a little bit of different variety in their meal plans, but you're gonna see for the most part pretty similar measurements as far as like the males are gonna be seeing 8 ounces of some sort of protein, and then about 100 to 200 grams of carbs to follow your daily requirements and measurements. And the females on the other side, they can go pretty low as far as like 3 ounces to 6 ounces. I really have impressed a lot of ounces on the females because they can hit their protein requirements pretty quickly. Their carbs will be on the lower side as well because they're going to be doing a little bit better with lower sugar intakes coming in. And if you get hit with sugar cravings like a piece of chocolate or something like that, it's not going to blow off the whole fort and goal, for instance. But what we want to be doing is really honing in and taking those types of recipes that you're making on a daily basis and just flipping them into creative ideas. So for instance, like everywhere you go, that's what restaurants are doing as well. So whether you're ordering a steak, chicken, fish, something like that, or you're blowing the top off with some crazy cheat meal, you have to start thinking the way that like I think. Not that it's completely correct, but what I'm saying is that when I think of a meal that I really crave and I really am having the itch to consume, I figure how to go ahead and replicate that as close as possible. And as you get your foundations better within the kitchen, you'll be able to replicate more and more meals to get you to your goal a lot faster. So for instance, like right now I was just craving some sort of like Chinese food cuisine. So what I ended up doing was I just chopped up some broccoli that I have to eat. I have to eat about 4 ounces of broccoli, and I threw it in a stir-fry pan. So I threw down some butter, some spray, threw everything bagel seasoning in that, and then some barbecue sauce, some Japanese barbecue sauce. And then with the chicken, it was a little drier, not dry, but like just grilled, no real flavor on it. So I just threw some Chick-fil-A sauce in there, pretty light amount, just to stir it in there and then make like a stir-fried dirty rice. Now, for instance, like other things that you want to think about are like if you're eating chicken and rice every single day, what can we mix that up to be? I had one of my clients send me a whole zucchini wrap. What they did was they took a bunch of zucchinis, blended them up with a couple eggs and breading. So what did they make? They made like a wrap. So if you have to eat chicken and rice, you can have a chicken wrap with rice, or you can cut the rice and then maybe we'll add a little bit more fats. So maybe we'll do like a BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, because the carbs are going to be exchangeable, where like the protein is non-negotiable. You want to always be consuming your protein. And then when your cheat meals do arise, if you miss protein, you're still clear because you hit that for the rest of the routine. Other ideas are, making like something like that, like a zucchini chicken wrap. Or if you're just craving something to stay still on plan, you could go ahead and throw the rice away and do a ciabatta bread and then just make a chicken BLT there. So adding the cheese, having the chicken, having the bread. Now, when you start to skew and change everything from the set meal plan, results are going to be prolonged a lot longer, because if your macros, or if you're not calculating all the time, if your macros are off a little bit, then that flexibility starts to interfere with your goals. But as long as you're starting to discipline yourself in that manner, it's a better hit to take than it is to just like completely blow the top off, have whatever meal you want. So I'd rather you guys make flexible exchanges for meals, and then you'll go ahead and have more discipline because now you're consuming more protein and staying on plan. And then you can get even more flexible with how you hit your macros because you have more macro friendly options. Hope that helps.